For Wall Street Media, this is Elisa. I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't find anywhere else.
And we've got super fantastic feedback, tons of it, from the best audience in the world, our audience. You guys rock, except for the ones who write in and say I'm fat. But in any event, I'm very sensitive. You don't know, I sit in the corner and sob on German Mike's shoulder. I asked you guys, we did a whole bunch of metals and mining conferences, and I knew that this is like such a specific field that you really need to know what you're doing there, or you can lose your shirt. Right? And we got some great stuff from you guys, and you guys rock, the very best. So here is our viewer feedback, and here's what we have. Here's one.
All right.
And that's Justin. Justin's super cool.
Yeah, Justin's awesome. He says, I've been following this company now for a little over a year. I think the investment is a great idea with the increased use of steel in China and India. Mo is used as a key component in many different manufactured steels.
General Molly, and their ticker's GMO. And we just webcast them last week. And the guy, when he was speaking, everything just sounded so promising. But I said on the show, I said, like, gosh, I don't much about the mining, right, and I don't want to get taken, and so here he is, he's helping us out, telling us.
All right. He says its use is twofold. It hardens the steel with its density and strengthens it with its high melting point, as mentioned in the video. This makes it useful in strengthening steel reinforcements and things like bridges, keeping them from bending or melting in the event of something like an oil tanker crashing and lighting a massive fire on an overpass and having it collapse.
And that would be bad.
Yes.
That's what happens if you use German steel, isn't it?
It is what happens when you use German steel. What are you going to do with those Germans? All right.
Oh, boy, we're going to pay for that. Neither of our computers are going to work for a month. Not that they do now.
He says,
go ahead.
With the economy doing poorly and many analysts predicting a recession,
then they're wrong, and we know that.
A good place to be is in commodities or blue chips with high dividends. As long as we need steel, Mo will be a valuable commodity. It says also look at the price of Mo per pound. It's risen sharply in the last decade.
Awesome, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Now this is D. Meyer, and he's telling me about the copper and stuff, and we just did Taseko mines.
Right.
I bought them, and gosh, he was exactly right. This is one that you have to know and time it. I may buy again. You go ahead and run through. He tells us what he owns, too. Some cool stuff.
Right. He says, I follow and invest in gold and copper juniors. He's got RBY, 1,000 shares, UXG, 15,000 shares, GLD, 1,000 shares, and TGB, 75,000 shares. It says, have also successfully owned other gold and copper as well as aluminum, silver, and uranium producers. Commodities are the place to be for the next 10 years. Taseko Mines is the best story in the mining universe, a double-digit share price potential within the next 9 to 12 months. Current price reflects...
Oh, awesome. How cool is this, right? Yeah. I'm going to buy some right now. And people can follow it on Covestor. That's the value of the show, is we're not empty journalists that never owned any friggin' stocks. Sit here and tell you what to do or what not to do.
Absolutely.
We buy the stocks for real. You can follow what we buy and sell on Covestor.com. And I'm going to buy in, and that's what he says here.
Yes. He says,
if you'd stop interrupting,
I know, right?
I could finish reading this.
I'm sorry. Current price reflects only the Gibraltar copper and molybdenum mine, not the Prosperity Gold copper. Gibraltar is newly upgraded, low-cost, unhedged operations, stable labor with top-notch management, and no debt.
Yeah, how awesome is that? No. And how smart is he? How informed is he?
Right, absolutely. He says, TGB is good to trade. I'm up to 6 figures times 2, but maintain a substantial core position for when the real share price breakout comes.
I know. That's what I'm afraid of, right? And that's why I've been holding a bunch of the stuff, is I don't want to miss that one. A bunch of my stocks right now, I mean, they have something coming. They're story stocks, and I don't want to be out of them that day that big move, that big news comes. Right. I just bought 500 of Taseko.
Nice.
And added. You can follow on Covestor.com. It's free, and you can see we're going to be the people you tune into. And I did. Smart. It just says D, so I don't know if
Right.
male, female, but anyhow, we'll email you and let you know that we used your information and that I bought them and added them. We've got smart people. Now here's Aaron is writing in also, and he's talking about Taseko. What's he have to say?
All right. He says, "Hi, I am an investor and have been involved with mining stocks for a couple years, and I love them, especially Taseko mines. After all my researching every year, Taseko is always the best mining stock. It consistently has net income growth. The only flaw, fundamentally, I've seen is last quarter their revenue went down, but that was only because they were waiting to mine more because they thought the prices of the metals would go up more, which they have. Also, I trade this stock instead of holding it because it has a lot of cycles of ups and downs, so it is wise to be careful where you buy into Taseko."
Right. See, that's what happened. Is the first ones I bought when these guys wrote in, right, and I just jumped in then, and I bought 100 shares, but I was a little too high.
Okay.
And you're going to see, I trade a lot of these in and out all the time, right? But these guys I don't know yet, and that's why I'm jumping in now because of D. Meyer and Aaron, right? They know what they're talking about. They're part of our audience, and if we all work together, man, the stars sign up on Covestor. You can build up a following on there. People see your real results. It's not like this message board nonsense. You actually have to own the stocks, okay?
Right.
And then that way you can see how somebody does. And when these guys write in, I know that they're smart guys. They give you the whole case, and they're telling you they held on to it because they think the commodities are going to go higher.
Right.
Woohoo! We're going to be kings of the known universe. We've got another one here.
All right. Who's this?
And
See, we've got Daryl.
Daryl.
And Daryl says, "Thinking of investing in Firmanite, ticker FRM. They are also starting to do heat treating, which is what TC started when they bought Cooper Heat. I feel FRM is doing this to provide the same services as TC."
Yeah, see, TC, we webcast at one of the conferences last week, one of the mining ones, and I need the guys to write in and tell me, and thank you very much for doing this, to let me know about these sectors. You know, some of the stuff I know a lot about, the tech stuff we banged German Mike on and ask him about, and he can fill me in, like whether the technology's better or not.
Right.
These guys rock with the mining
Nice.
information. Is
Go
that it?
Daryl. No, he also says that FMR stock is cheap at around $9 share. If they can be competitive with TC, I would think that their stock should be around $23. Would like to hear your opinion.
I don't know enough about these particular guys, right?
Right.
And where I usually get my starting point from for a lot of the investing that we do is from the webcasts.
Right.
You know, and when we bring you the highlights, I say, "Wow, that sounds good. How about I take a little piece for me?"
Absolutely.
You know, and then I start to listen, or I listen to the whole thing if we have a good clip, right? And then if I like the whole thing, I buy it.
Buy it.
You know.
Nice.
That's the guys running the store.
All
This
right.
is Justin in Minnesota, who is a total rock star. Writes in awesome stuff all the time.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Read this one first.
Okay.
Because he's talking more about commodities here first. Okay.
All right. Justin in Minnesota. He's cold right now.
He's awesome right now.
All right. I got into silver and gold bullion back in '99 and a bit more in '01. It's been interesting to watch the dynamics in the metals over recent years. There was plenty of evidence to suggest a rise in prices was imminent, but I don't think any honest person would claim to have known it would run this high this fast. I've held my holdings and kept an eye on various mining and production companies. The one common thread I've found in many of them is that they are so heavily impacted by sheer hype. What tends to happen is when metal prices are high, people jump on board in these speculative companies, temporarily driving prices up.
Yeah.
So.
See, that's what happens is, when we're webcasting them, right, we might do 50 of these guys, right? And if you listen to them and you don't know what they're talking about, right, they all sound like, wow, we discovered all the gold in the known universe, right? And it's going to cost us 10 cents to get out. And Justin writes in a lot. Okay. Super smart.
Nice.
Super smart. And always gives us like good ideas and good feedback.
Absolutely. All right. Well, then he goes on to say they can make for some fun plays, but rarely are they good long term. A lot of them simply aren't making money. There's a lot of exploration and a lot of hits, but by the time they get it out of the ground and do anything with it, if they even get that far, little to no profit is left. Same principle applies to the penny stock oil producers.
Yeah, we did a bunch of the oil guys before too, and I had that feeling with both like the oil and the mining. that it could be quite a bit of hype.
Right.
You know. Jarman's giving us our 10 minutes. Come on, we've
All
got
right,
another one.
Here's another one. Okay, from Daniel. He says, hello, I currently own 1,200 shares of MDW. I'm waiting on it to start moving up. I think it's a pretty strong company. I also have VGZ shares, another gold mining company.
Okay, let's Midway Gold right here. We just did them last week.
Okay.
When he presented, right?
Nice.
And who was the other one? VGZ?
VGZ.
Yeah, Midway I was interested in. I thought that, man, they sound so cheap, you know? And I wanted someone to write in and let me know what they thought about it. And that's Daniel?
That's Daniel.
Okay, Daniel, thank you very much for that. He has 1,200 shares.
1,200 shares of Midway.
Yeah. A land expansion of gold project in Nevada. Good stuff, man. Yeah. And I love, to get like the feedback from these guys that own it, you know? Super cool, right?
So much more useful.
Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Super long one. Weisenheimer. He writes in all the time. We both made some money in Visa. I only made it because he wrote in and told me. He said, amazing. Doug, you jump in on the Visa. He made $4 a share. Mm-hmm. I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted. But I made $1 a share on it. And that was all due to him. Right? Motorola, he's in. Weisenheimer, I got to tell you, partner, I'm losing faith in them. With them giving in, they're going to split the company up. Carl Icahn forced that. And they're still at 955. I don't know what else is going to have to happen. They're going to have to cure cancer, or I don't know what. That should have been a big pop. He says, serious. He added it. He likes it. It might not reach $5 like Kramer, because he thought Kramer said it's going to get to 5. I don't think so. Love Kramer, but I don't think it's getting to 5. And Mel Karmazin runs them. He's one of my idols. Love him. Super deal guy, right? And they have Howard Stern.
Does it get any better?
I was in the Howard Stern movie.
No.
Yes, I was. And he talks about Jamba. I can say their name correctly today. I've got them in our Covestor portfolio. They're up $400 today.
Fantastic.
Yeah, hold on. Told you, partner. I hope you got them. He says, man, I hope that he's funny. He's a pain in the neck. He writes in and says, like, I eat too many donuts. I look like the Michelin Man.
Thanks for sharing.
I really appreciate that. Yeah. And he's got Fios, the cable from Verizon. Drives me crazy. It's super fast. I don't like someone to have better, faster, cooler toys than me.
I know.
Don't let it happen.
I'll try not to.
He says, where the hell is Nestle to distribute it? Nestle showed up. Yes, I know. I'm talking forever. This is going to be a 14-hour show. Well, Covestor, I already sold off some stuff at a profit earlier today, but we're up $2,100 for the day today. You got to tell your husband, buy you some jewelry at Finley's quick, okay?
At Finley's quick.
Yeah, and okay. Shoes.
I need shoes.
At DSW.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they having a big sale?
He's got, no, yes, they are.
Okay.
You run right over there tonight.
Okay.
Because we need them to go up. Anyhow, we're up thousands of dollars today in our Covestor portfolio. Love to say, I told you so. I told you so. All these idiots who know nothing, right? They're called journalists, pundits, whatever. Never owned a stock, right? And they told you, sell your stocks, right? You know what? Please don't listen to them. Please, please, please. If you did, I'm so sorry. Your kids are going to have a nice career in the fast food industry instead of Harvard University. If you hung in tough, today is the days, man. Market's up 300 points. We're up thousands of dollars in the Covestor portfolio. If you listen to these guys' feedback here, you're up even more than that. Ben, Marley's on the plane to Vegas, boy. I hope she's picking up something nice for you to wear. Nice little rainbow dress outfit, because you're going to look good in it, brother. No recession here, partner. Hate to say I told you so. Anyhow. Thank you for your help.
No problem.
You managed to get through it quite well.
Thanks.
We didn't have to shock you or throw any balls.
Oh, I was hoping to be shocked, though. All right. We're here every day at Wall Street Media. You can find us directly at WSMCO.com. Thanks and have a good one.